tobacco, peas, butter beans, watermelons, cantaloupes, seed corn, soybeans, timber, hay, hogs, chickens, cotton, cows, peanuts, wheat, oats, and rye. Over my lifetime, that's what we've planted. To make a living and scratch it out of this, and it's extremely hard. But the one thing that stayed, it's been all these years, is peanuts and cows. We're 11 miles from Abbeville, and we're 9 miles from Rochelle. Rochelle's got about 600 people. Abbeville's got like 300 people. Yeah,
Small town America.
We're pretty rural.
It's the best way to live.
I hope it stays this way.
The quaintest little 2 red light town that you'll ever come to in Georgia. Coming to our house, my mom, you would smell, whether it be fried chicken or something cooking every day. I think it's the best place, and this is where I live, and I love it.
We've been right here forever. Sherman couldn't burn us out. Hot weather, dry weather, the Great Depression, Lord Jesus, Jimmy Carter, and we're still here.
The McGlamory name, I think of my grandpa, my grandmother, and how honest she was and how hardworking he was. And just having a lot of traditions and being here, how they've passed down the work ethics and the value of treating everyone the same. That goes a long way.
My granddaddy hired people to help him pick cotton, but he was out there picking too. And he always told me, he said, if you want to be successful in working people, they don't work for you, you work with them. And you never, ever ask a man to do something that you hadn't already done, and always paid on time a little bit more than what you agreed to pay. And you'll never have trouble getting help. So I heard a man one time says, why you put all the children on there with that McGlamory boy? And he said, well, number one, he's gonna look after them, and number two, he's gonna treat them just like family. When I was that big, I knowed what I wanted to do. We started out with nothing, not even a nickel to rub.
Just seeing how we have progressed over the years, be out there busting our knuckles by hands, didn't have the best equipment, but our hard work is paid off.
Me and my brother work very close. We work every day together. My daddy says that I'm the guy that if a piece of equipment will run off 4 tires, I'll run it till the last one comes off, and then I carry it to the barn and my brother fixes it. That's one reason me and him, we make a good team.
Chuck being the older brother, I've always looked up to him. He's taught me a lot through farming and hard work too. He's made a lot possible for us to stay here.
I'll tell you this funny story. Oh, well, it wasn't funny to me then. Tim was in the 6th grade and Chuck had watermelons. And I was coming across the railroad track, coming this way home, and I met Chuck with a load of watermelons, and then this big red dually came along, and it was Tim driving, 6th grade. Chuck was gonna let him drive the truck to the market. Of course, I pulled him over and I took over. But I mean, that's just part of being on the farm.
Well, raising kids on a farm, I think that's one of the best things that you can do this day and time. It gives them more respect for life.
When I worked for the Georgia Department of Agriculture, and I watched little children, they couldn't find dirt to play in. I just think it's an ideal place to raise a family. They're all close by. They're all involved in agriculture in some way.
Like Scarlett O'Hara said, it was in her blood. I think it's in our blood.
I always was either at my Nana's house, which is through the woods. I'd get mad at my parents and I would walk to my Nana's. Or I'd ride my bike to my aunt. And growing up in a big family, my childhood was never dull.
That was lots of times, when I was younger. Daddy'd be banging on my door in the mornings at 6 o'clock to get you up to go work. Sitting here now, you really see how hard it is to make a farm run and all the work it takes. And the more you care about it, the better it will be. Having that passion, that drive, really is what makes it special at the end of the day. It takes a family to do something like this. Everybody's got to be involved.
There's so much wholesomeness here. You have the ability to teach your children so much about character and integrity, hard work here. And those are the things that you need to be able to survive in the world today.
If every child had the same childhood that I had, grandmothers, grandfathers, mom and daddy, aunts and uncles, and married a girl that was a dream, there wouldn't be so much meanness in this world. I get all choked up. But I'm a grown man and I get choked up about it. I've been blessed. I mean, I've been on the same farm.
It's the American dream.
Yes. Yes, it is. These peanuts, we start planting them the last week of April. What they do is they send down pigs. They look like little wires. And then at the end of that pig, it'll start producing a peanut. Normally they're gonna stay about 140 to 145 days. Come right here and we'll look at this bloom. But anyway, there it is, there's one. That pin right there. All right, there's your peanut. And they start making there at the tap root. When they're ready, they'll be down like this. When we get through harvesting, we'll roll the hay. That's the good thing, we're raising cows and peanuts go together. Oh God, it's the best feed there is, but you've got to get it in a timely manner. When we're picking, we'll fall right in, my brother will, and he'll go to rolling hay. If you do it right, the protein in it will be 14, 15%, which is good feed.
We take what's on our land and we help it to follow a cycle. We just continue to put back instead of just taking and taking.
You know, it starts with us, the way we behave, helping each other as a farm community. We go to our land, taking care of the land, making sure that it's better for the next generation than it was handed to us. Then it goes to that old cow, taking care of her, making sure she's taken care of before you take care of yourself. You're not gonna go home and she's hungry. Even though you're hungry, she's got to be fed and taken care of.
We're trying to feed America here. You know, you're growing by the multitudes each year. There is a lot of hard work, a lot of care that goes into these animals, and they are not mistreated one bit. They probably have a better life than I do, and I encourage all of them to look where their sources are coming from.
I want them to be as happy with their meat. When they take that first bite, I want them to be as happy as I am when I take that first bite. I want them to know that we're not doing a halfway job here, that every day we're trying something to improve.
We was in Walmart and my cousin come up and he said, "What are y'all doing in Walmart?" I said, "That may be our beef right there." He said, "What?" We got laughing. He says, "Boy, ain't me and you come a long way. My watermelons is in the front."
So it's like the whole family's there at
His
Walmart.
watermelons was in the front and our beef was in the back. I mean, you know, I was on a high. I mean, I really was. My old heart, and I was strutting like an old rooster. It meant a lot that was our beef. I was an old country boy, didn't have a nickel to rub together, me and her 45 years ago, and now one of the biggest meat distributors in the United States. There's no better feeling.
That's a great feeling.
My parents have sacrificed many things to get to where they are today. The reward is just far greater than anything that you can face on this farm. If you feed the earth, you nurture it, just like these animals here on this farm, they will give back to you and they will take care of you.
I got them pulling wagons and they pull in together. Or when the cow trucks pull up, all three of them, Sealing, my two youngins are there to help us load cows. They're taking off and you look around and it's family. You know, you think, we did it again.
We live to fight another day.
We live to fight another day. But I guess in a sense, probably not everybody's heaven, but we've made it ours.